To rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Ride along live, worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people, we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed.
Share the thing.
Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong.
Hey! Ride Along Live, welcome to the ride. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Tuesday on the ride. How you guys doing? As you come in, go ahead and share the thing. Share it up. CJ Noel, baby love, how are you? You guys memorize the song yet? You guys memorize the song yet? I think I'll give a prize. The next gift I'm gonna give is a prize to the person who memorized the song. Right? That's a Ride Along song. Yes, Akim Thompson Kador, how you doing, my friend? CJ Noel, Shirley, thank you so much, guys. Today, guys, it's Tuesday, all right? So we dedicated Tuesday to putting your leaders, your MP, the people who represent you in a place called the Hott Seat. Yeah, the Hott Seat. And I'm wearing red today. CJ Noel, I'm wearing red today because it is, in fact, the Hott Seat. Now, what is a Hott Seat? I'll tell you. So it gives you an opportunity to question your MP. And from time to time, you're going to be seeing different MPs from all over, right? Because it's important that you hold your MP foot to the fire. Make sure that they're doing the work, right? That's what I'm talking about. So that's what we're doing on Tuesday. Okay, mark it down. Write it down. And of course, while you're writing down and things, don't forget, it's your show, so you turn up the you lock on the number. Yes, Shirley. I'm wearing red. Yes, exactly. And I'm sitting by the side. Okay? All right. So today, guys, we have Minister of Mobilization, Implementation, and Transformation, MIT. They say he's the hardest working MP in the Caribbean, possibly in the world. In fact, I was driving in Brooklyn the other day, right? In Brooklyn, Brooklyn. And my car ended up going down into a pothole. Brooklyn pothole. I had somebody in the back seat. And as soon as I got down in the back pothole, so boop, she said, damn it, Andy not doing his job. Like, this is New York. So he's the hardest working MP. And whenever there is something that needs to be fixed, he's usually the one there, making sure that he's mobilizing efforts to fix whatever needs to be fixed. So he's joining us today to chat. All right? Again, guys, share the thing, because this is your show. This is your show. And over the past week or so, there have been so much talk. About what's happening. What is the politician doing? What is Andy doing? What is Honorable Andy Williams doing? Two things in particular that we're going to start with. There were a recent video that circulated. And at top, I'm going to give credit to Pineapple Marketing. She's the one who released the video. And the video showed the almost completed Molineux project, right? But it seemed that there were cracks. So the reports, a lot of people shared the video with concern that, like, how could, after so much millions was spent on this Molineux project, that now we've seen all this cracks? So there were a lot of concern. So we're going to talk about that. Because we also have here with us his name is Mr. Kevin Blash, right? And Kevin Blash is the Chief Technical Officer for the Molineux project. He's also a civil and geotechnical engineer. So he deals with bridges and he deals with soil, right? He's a very technical guy. And Grenville should be proud of a person like Kevin Blash, because he's from that area, St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School, SAS, that whole area there. So we're going to talk about that. All right? Nice. Okay, guys, we ain't sticking. You got your questions ready. Let's first introduce and bring on the program, of course, the man himself, responsible for mobilization, implementation, and transformation. Honorable Sir Andy Williams, how are you?
I'm good, Junior. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Let me just bring down this levels. Dong. Yes. You hear me good?
Yes.
All right.
Clear. Very clear.
Nice. How you been, Honorable? You see, I'm a man of my word. Last week we spoke and we said that we're going to allocate a specific time, which is a Tuesday, for the people to question the MP. If they have a problem, they could question the MP. And you are a man of your word, because you took me up on that offer. And going forward, we're going to allocate this time, whether it's you, a representative, but someone will be here to hold a foot to the fire to what's going on. So we are.
Junior, let me just log out and log back in.
Okay.
Right, just to get the clarity better.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead and do that. Right. So yeah, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna get Honorable Andy Williams visual and audio sounding good. And we'll come back with that. In the meantime, guys, how are everybody doing? Nice? Ride along. So All you remember this tune? All you know the tune? Okay, let's try and see if we get. Let's see if we could get Honorable Andy Williams back here with us.
Ride along, come with me, let's sing the song. Ride along.
That's it. All right, Honorable Sir, how are you today?
I'm good, and you?
Doing good. All right,
so I really much better now.
Yes, nice. Let's start. Let me first start. I don't know if you heard me the first time. Last week, I said that this is something that we need to do, because the electorate need to hold their MP foot to the fire. So
Right.
the hot seat, where we are right now, we read because it's a hot seat. We are going to really press you and the ministers on things that needs to be done. So people are going to be calling and vocalizing on what's happening and holding your foot to the fire. So you are officially first guest on the hot seat right here. So welcome.
All right. Thank you, Junior, and thank you to everyone who is logged on online, and
Yeah.
so it's always a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so
Yes.
we're going to start, Minister, with the first thing that the first thing that we spoke about last week, and it was the project with the Build Back Better with the building,
Yeah.
right? Two things that came up in the week that you're going to address. But before we go to that two things, how is that project coming along right now?
It's going really, really good, right?
Uh-huh.
And the guys are working tirelessly to ensure that it's built in time, right? And as the project go along, Junior and Grenada, it's a pleasure to see. When you have something on paper and you
Right.
actually see it in reality, it's just a pleasure. And again, the greatest joy in this project is that it is addressing the issues that we had in terms of structure and roof. And basically, we have a concrete frame, and as I said last week, we are building on the concrete frame. And today, I was on the project today, Prime Minister and I was on the project today, and I saw the guys, actually in progress doing the work. And all the pillars that are up, it was being covered by the board. So basically, you will be walking, you will be seeing this house, thinking it's a boat house. But really and truly, it is framed. The frame is concrete.
Right.
And when you have a frame like that, it means that the structure of the house is really solid. The resilience is there. And like I tell you, Junior, I know hurricane will come in and blow that down. If you watch this picture, you would think it's a boat house.
Mm-hmm.
But really and truly, all the frame inside is concrete. You have the columns, and the boat is covering the columns. You have ring beams at the bottom, you have ring beam on top. So it's a really solid structure. The guys are finishing the floor now, and they are doing the boarding up. So by this week, by Thursday also, they should put the roof and everything on. And you're looking at, after that, you will have the guys coming and paint. And as I said last week, the people who are painting, they are different to the people who are building.
Mm-hmm.
The plumber came already, he did what he had to do. And by weekend, he should be finished. Even the guy with the electrical too will be completing this weekend. So when Monday comes, you can see a house, the first Build Back Better house that we have built. And again today, the Prime Minister, he visited the house today and he was pleased with it. We also had physical planning. We invited them also, and we always invite them, because if you're talking about building back better, you have to include physical planning in this. They are the one with the regulations. They are the one that will tell you if you're going wrong or right. That is their responsibility, and we respect them. So physical planning, they were on the site today, and they were pleased with what they saw.
Okay.
So everything, talking about the hurricane straps and everything, Junior, was on point. So this house is not just an ordinary boat house, but it's a boat house with a difference.
Right.
It's a boat house with a difference. Oh, also let me just say that the Honorable Tevin Andrews, he was there today again to look at it. He was there with his contractor, and the contractor, he looked and he saw everything, and he will be starting the building process this week. So people who house was affected by burial as early as this week, the rebuilding process will start. And let me just reiterate this, because I've seen over the past week, some people were playing politics with this. I'm saying the people whose house were affected by burial, we are going to help them. We are going to help them.
Right.
Those who cannot afford, we are going to help them. There's no cost. We are going to HELP them.
Right.
But
hold on before you go away from this, because that's something I wanted to ask. Because after the program last week, I don't know if it was not clear enough, but somebody clipped a piece of our interview and put it out and said, with the money that that the government is receiving from the insurance, they're now charging people for the houses. So you're saying here unequivocally that the people that's affected by Beryl do not have to pay for these houses?
Do not have to pay for the houses.
Okay.
The people who are affected by Beryl do not have to pay for the houses. The Ministry of Social Development went around and they did an assessment. So we have on file everyone who are affected by Beryl.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, last week, my ministry went out to verify the names of the people, to verify the land, to ensure that they have sufficient land to build back. And today again, they went out today again in St. Patrick's East, St. Patrick's West, in St. Mark, St. Andrews. And the reason why, because when we start, we want to start with a bang. So we want to ensure that we have everything on file and everything is in place so we can move. So again, let me repeat. Anyone whose house was affected by Beryl, there is no cost. The government will help you. The government will help. And I must say, Junior and Grenada, I was just reflecting on that today in my mind. And I'm saying, you know what? We are blessed. We are blessed. And let me just tell you why we are blessed, right? I remember some years ago, our house got destroyed by fire. And there was no one to help us, Junior. My father, he tried his best to build back. And I'm saying we are at a stage where the government is giving help to the citizens who may be less fortunate, who cannot build back. And I'm saying that in itself is a blessing, and we have to thank God for that we are in this position where we can assist. Mm-hmm. So let no one fool you. I've seen people taking this and playing politics and all kind of propaganda and all these things, just trying to deliberately fool people. I'm saying it is just sad. It is sad. Anyone whose house got damaged by Beryl, we are going to help you. And let me just say why they are trying to fool people, Junior. What we are saying is that we have a chance to change the housing market in Grenada.
Yes.
When it comes to boat house. So we are saying, if you were not affected by Beryl, right? Let me repeat. If you were not affected by Beryl, I am speaking to the Housing Authority of Grenada now, who can work out something with you so that you can get one of these houses or purchase one of these houses. That if you were not affected by Beryl. Because as far as I see, I can tell you, every boat house in Grenada should be like this. So that when you have a hurricane, you don't have to worry about your house and the structure and the integrity and so being compromised. Right? And also, you don't have to worry about if your roof will be gone. A hurricane, we should be in part of a hurricane, and you should be comfortable and have a peace of mind. And the next thing is that if we as government have to build back, it is important for us to lead the way. And that is why we thought it was necessary to put some thought into this and not just build back any old way. So I have heard the previous administration playing politics with this, saying that we are taking long, number one. Number two, I see them again playing politics again, saying that we are charging people. That is not true, far from the truth. If you are affected by Beryl, we are building for you for free. That is the government contribution. The other thing, Junior, let me just say this, right? I made this point last week and I want to repeat it again. The rebuilding process will cost over $500 million. The rebuilding process will cost over $500 million. We are grateful to the previous administration for really joining the insurance, the quick insurance, so that we can get approximately $109 or so million.
Yes.
And we are grateful for that. We are thankful for that. But at the same time, it is less than 20% of what we need to build back. You're talking about building back St. Patrick's with all the infrastructure and houses. You're talking, and when you talk about farmers' loss and fishermen and all these things, you're talking about Carriacou and Petite Martinique that was devastated. So while the $100 million will help, it is less than 20% of what we need. Yes, we got some grants. Yes, we got some contribution. But when you add it up, it is not significant. And we passed a supplementary budget last week.
Yes.
And let me just say that, in the supplementary budget, it was approximately 200, sorry, not last week, Junior, week before, the supplementary budget.
Yes.
And the budget was approximately $269 million. And we took no loan. And it is because we managed the economy well. If you look at the IMF report, the last two times that they came, they spoke about tourism and so, that is booming, right? And they talk about how well the economy is doing. They spoke about the unemployment rate that is going down. So the fact that the Minister of Finance, the previous one, which is our Honorable Dickon Mitchell, our Prime Minister, and the one that is there now, Minister Cornwall, and the total Ministry of Finance, they are doing an excellent job. And because we are managing the economy well, we did not have to take a loan to finance the supplementary budget. And it goes to show you that the economy is in good hands. Yeah. It is strong. We can be hit by a hurricane and not have to run to take a loan to build back. And that's a fact.
Okay. So I want to reiterate on this because, again, a lot of people contacted me after the program and they shared that clip with me that I was sharing on social media in reference to the people that were devastated by Hurricane Beryl. The administration is saying that if your house was destroyed, if you were affected by Hurricane Beryl, you do not have to pay for one of these houses. They already have a record of the folks who are displaced and who need to get their house replaced, and they do not need to pay whatever the sum of money is to acquire those houses. If I'm hearing right, the minister is saying that only people who want to acquire the house that were not affected, you were not affected, like, okay, I want one of those houses, I have a piece of land, I have to pay then for that house to be erected on my land. So I want to get it absolutely clear. Minister, that's what you're saying. They do not have to pay.
That's what I'm saying. They do not have to pay. They do not have to pay. And let me tell you something, Junior, right? And I take offense when people try to deliberately misguide people. I take offense to that. And we said it in Parliament. I said it on my live. I said it on your program. I said it on Heartbeat. So for someone to take that information and to willfully, that's not a nice thing to do. Because you see, it has some people that may be able to think for themselves. And it has some people, again, that will just run with something.
Right.
And, and when we do that, just to put one against the other, that's not a nice thing. And I defend that. So again, tonight, let's spread the news that the government is helping folks that were affected well. And as we speak, let me just express, from the assessment that was done, you had the damages was ranked from level 1 to level 4. Level 1 meaning not so much damage. Number level 4 means complete devastation.
Right.
And as we speak now, the Ministry of Carriacou and PD Martinique is assisting people with the distribution of materials that had level 1 and level 2 damages. They are right now assisting people to get materials who had minimal damage, level 1 and level 2. So the Honorable Kevin Andrew is doing his best to assist people. Damage was not that bad. You had not that bad to see complete devastation. The minister had his builder here, and he will be looking to start this project as soon as possible. Project Build Back Better in Carriacou and PT Martinique. So, and again, I know some folks thought that it took a while, but sometimes it makes sense to sacrifice a little time, put more thought into it, and give you something proper that will last a longer time. So, so we hear the criticism that yes, it took a little long, no problem. But we know when we're giving you something, it's not giving you something that next year again you will be in the same situation. We are trying to elevate you. We are trying to give you something that is better. We are trying to put you at a position where you don't have to always be coming back to government, right? And in doing that, that is what you call looking out for our people and assisting our people in the right manner.
Absolutely.
So just want to say that, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. I want to come back to this point here, right? As it relates to these houses, because we have to ask the question, what if someone like myself or you in the diaspora that's watching and you want to build a house, how do you then acquire? How do you acquire the services of the Housing Authority to build a house like that for you? We're going to talk about that. But we do have a guest. So I want to drive into second gear a bit, right? And jump on this other project here. Now, earlier this week, we saw a clip that circulated on social media, and it showed cracks. It showed like topsoil cracks at the Molineux project. I want to take a look at it, Minister, and then you could explain to us after. This is a clip. Again, the credit is Pineapple Marketing for this clip right here. Check it out. Right. So, Minister, help us understand this. This is the Molineux project. It hasn't been officially released to the public as yet, but this video is showing like severe cracks in the topsoil. What's happening there?
Well, Junior, I think Mr. Blash is supposed to be on.
Right.
I would
Okay.
like for him to, yeah, I think
Blash,
as a person with the technical knowledge, I think it's best for him to really respond to that. I can see him in his vehicle. I suspect, I see the lights kind of dim
a bit.
So I suspect he's in his vehicle trying to assist us
Right.
at this moment. Yeah.
Blash, and again, Mr. Kevin Blash is the Chief Technical Officer and is also the Civil and Geotechnical Engineer. Blash, could you hear me? Blash did have some issues connecting earlier. He's going to reconnect and we're going to find out about this. Again, guys, let's take a quick look at this clip again. Okay, we got Blash. Blash, you there? Blash, are you there? No, we can't hear you.
Probably should log back out and come back in.
Yeah, he just did. Blash, could you hear me?
Okay.
Just did. Again, guys, we want to get from the expert. We want to get from the expert on this here. Blash, you're not muted. Blash, go ahead. Could you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, we have Blash. So yes, thank you so much. Again, Mr.
Hi, can you hear me?
Is the Chief Technical Officer for the Molineux
Okay,
project.
excellent.
Yes. Blash, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so
Can
yes,
you hear me?
go ahead. If you could explain to us what's happening there at the Molineux project from that video that we showed earlier.
Right. So and I hope that the public can also see the image as well, right? So good night, everyone. Good night, Mr. George, and thanks for having me to clear the air.
Yes.
So essentially, the crack that would have appeared up at the site is due to a result of some unconsolidated soil that was placed off to the side of the actual project site. So the public should not be worried at all. Reason being, the crack there is simply some of the topsoil that was removed from the upslope or the area above the road that was placed there in the interest of time. So what happens is that because the soil is unconsolidated or loose, it is more susceptible to erosion than the soil that is actually more densely compacted, which you could see to the left of the crack closer to the concrete structure. So part of the long-term plan for the site would involve some further slope protection going down slope. And to further put the public's mind at ease, for perspective, you have some piles underneath the concrete structure, over 100 piles, and all of them extend probably 11 or 12 meters underground. So it is, I know it seems worse than it actually is, so we just kind of wanted to control the narrative a little bit so that, the public doesn't become, particularly worried or nervous about the safety of the structure. And then the engineers on site are also monitoring the situation to ensure that, if the site is in any particular danger, that, we take corrective measures to have it sorted out.
Right. So let me reiterate on that again, because it's very important that we repeat those things, right? It's very important that we say it once and probably say it twice so people would understand. You're saying here that the topsoil structure that we see, the erosion in the topsoil structure, would have no impact on the overall structure of the new Molineux project, correct? There's a little delay. There's a little delay with Blash because of his connection. All right, so we lost him there. Let's see if we could bring him back in. Blash, could you hear us? Again, guys, we're chatting here with Mr. Kevin Blash. He is the Chief Technical Officer on this project. Blash, are you there? All right, so we lost him. So let's bring back in Minister Andy Williams. So, Mr. Andy, I think we got the gist of it. It is not concerning, and one should not be fearful of the topsoil.
Sorry, Mr. George, I lost you for a little while.
Yeah. Okay, Blash, could you hear me?
Right. Can you repeat that question?
No, I'm saying I want you to repeat what you said in regards to the topsoil erosion and how it would have no impact on the overall structure of the Molineux road, new Molineux constructed road. All right, there's a major delay on Blash's side. So, Mr. Andy Williams, you could probably take over from there. Basically, it doesn't impact nothing. One should not be concerned. It doesn't mean that the Molineux project is eroding back down in the water again, as what happened initially. There is no concern. There should be no concern to the public.
Hi, sir. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
All right. Let me disconnect Blash. Minister, pick it up from there.
Yeah. So what I gather from what he's saying is that they have piles. The road is on piles, over 100 piles. That's what he just said.
Right.
So the structure of the road is resting on the piles, not on the soil. So from what I gather, he's saying is that the soil doesn't have an impact as to the structure of the road, right? So that's what I understand him for saying. I'm not an engineer, so I don't want to venture and feel like if I know all these things, right?
Right.
But from what he just said, and from speaking to the contractors also, and even the consultant, I know that the the road was constructed on piles. So the piles are things that goes down to the ground and will find the solid surface underneath, and the bridge will be built on that. So the topsoil will not affect the structure of the bridge, based on what I understand. So Blash could always clear it up. I think he did a video on GIS also to really explain this. So folks, you can tune into GIS and you can listen to his explanation for this, right?
Right. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds pretty good there.
Yeah.
And I think it eased the frustration of a lot of people that was very, very concerned because this project took a long time to come to where it is right now. And it was highly anticipated. Okay, Blash is back again. Blash, could you hear me?
Oh, hi, sir. Sorry about that. I
Yeah,
turned off
put
my
your number,
camera to
Blash,
see if that
Blash,
helps.
put your number here. Put your number here. I'll call you on the phone and we'll get a better audio quality from you. Just put your number in the chat here. And let me call you on the phone line so we'll get a better audio quality from you. Because I want your explanation on this real quick. And your video is cracking up a bit because of your signal. Put your number in the chat. You see the chat that I just put in right there? Okay, I got you. All right, so we're gonna call you. We're gonna call you right now, Mr. Blash, so you can give that explanation. All right? I'll call you on the phone lines. All right. Yeah. Yes, Minister. While I try to connect with Blash, was this expected? Was this something that you saw or the project manager saw, like in the future when they was putting this project together?
Well, what happened is that there was some topsoil that they just put there when you had the tractors and so going up and down. It was some soil that was put there from the construction to facilitate movement on the site. And because you had the heavy rains and so the sun and the rain, I guess that would have caused it to crack. But Blash is the expert. But from what I understand, is that the ministry also will have some geotextual mats that they will put there to ensure that the soil remains together.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I have him on the phone line right now. Mr. Blash, could you hear me?
Hi, sir. Hear me?
Kevin, could you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me put you on speaker. Your phone giving real trouble today. All right. So I want you to repeat that for us, Mr. Blash. What you said earlier in terms of the erosion that we see in the topsoil.
Right. So in the interest of time and, well, should we say money, some of the soil that was removed from the upslope, that is the area on the opposite side, I'm going up the hill from the concrete structure. That was removed and placed downslope, right?
Right.
In the area where you see in the cracking. So what happens to soil over time, it consolidates, or it basically the particles get closer together. But that usually takes a very long time. So in the time that we're waiting for that to happen, the soil is somewhat loose or unconsolidated, and it is a little more susceptible to erosion, like the effects of the wind and water and so on. So the reason why you're seeing that crack appearing there is simply because where the compacted soil is or ends is right where the crack is. So all of the soil closer from the crack down to the sea is a bit loose, and because of that is a bit more susceptible to the effects of rain and so on.
Right.
So it's not something that people should necessarily be worried about. It's a situation that we're monitoring. Underneath the concrete structure, we have over 100 piles, all of which are at least 11 meters, which is about 33 or so feet embedded in the soil. Right? So to put it in perspective, 33 feet is probably the height of a 3-story building, because the average height of a floor is maybe 10 to 12 feet.
Right.
So if you go to guesstimate that, yeah. So person just kind of have to trust me on this one, but so just because the soil is loose,
Right.
But long term now, we have a plan to install some erosion control, which would basically be dripped over the upslope and the downslope.
Mhm.
So, and then it will be pinned at various locations. So what it does, it allows that when the water falls onto the soil, it doesn't create this kind of erosion and movement that you see.
Right.
And it also allows vegetation to regrow on the slope. So,
Right.
so this is something that we kind of have in train, but as you could imagine, we are a little more preoccupied with re-establishing the road, considering that it's been out of use since, well, you could say 2019, right? So
Yeah.
it's going on 5 years now.
So in the future, what's the plans for the topsoil? Is the topsoil expected to erode? And if it erode, would it then come onto the road, or would it go to the bottom? How would that work out?
Right. Well, so it's a couple of things. So if we would turn the geofabric on the upslope, we don't expect to see any major movement on the upslope.
Okay.
If we do have any movements there, the structure that the road is placed on is hollow underneath.
Oh.
So it's like a series of boxes. So the intention with that is that if something does slide down, it'll basically slide into the space. It doesn't block the road. And then you just end up cleaning out the space underneath it.
Oh, I see. So all of that is in plan. All of that is anticipated and was anticipated to happen. If it happened, it would not damage or block the main road. So all
Right, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. I guess.
So for example,
Yeah.
so underneath the structure, like I said, you have piles. Above the piles, you have something you call a geofabric wall. Is a reinforced earth wall. So there is a wall even underneath the concrete structure that you see above ground that kind of holds it in place,
Right. Okay.
And then you have the concrete structure constructed on top of it. So it's like it's a whole system of things, and that would be in conjunction with the slope protection.
Right.
To prevent erosion and allow vegetation to to regrow, which the roots of the trees will help hold the soil together.
Yes. Okay. Great. I'm happy to hear that, Mr. Kevin Blash there, who is the Chief Technical Officer. When do you believe, sir, that this project should be completed and handed over?
So the current trajectory is for November of this year, but for persons who live in the area, or persons who probably would have, well, although they shouldn't have, who would have taken a walk by, they would notice that the road is actually drivable. It's not open to the public, as you could imagine, because of the heavy equipment and the work that is ongoing. So it's still not safe for the public to traverse through the area.
Right.
But in a sense, the work is substantially complete.
Okay.
So the only things left to be done is just the construction of some drains, some slipper drains, box drains on either side, and then we would be resurfacing the entire road from Mount Morris Junction back to the junction in Cherry Hill. Not Cherry Hill, sorry.
Happy Hill.
Happy Hill.
To the Happy Hill side.
Right. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Thank you so much, Kevin, for bringing down to us in kindergarten size. I mean, you really miniaturize it, so everyone should understand. There should be no controversy about this. This poses no threat to the road or to pedestrians. Where it is, it's just a topsoil, and the road should be reopened soon. I know I saw something in the news about water. The folks in the Nawasa was running those pipes. How close are they to finish putting a permanent structure there so folks in that area could get water?
So Nawasa basically so what they are actually working on now is just like the final position for the water main that passes in the area.
Uh-huh.
So the line that traverses the area now was just placed there temporarily, just so construction could proceed. Something that we actually did as well was to create a concrete box drain to place the pipe in it so that in case you had a rupture, the water could have been channeled outside of the slip area and not pose any kind of threat to the structure itself as well. So now, NASA is just working to relocate the final new water main that basically connects the Concord water treatment plant all the way down to the town of St. George and eventually the south of the island.
Right. Okay.
So that shouldn't take them more than another couple of weeks, but they should also be substantially done by November.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much again, Mr. Blash, for that very clear explanation. All right. I appreciate you. And thanks for the hard work on this project.
Oh, no worries at all. Thanks very much for having me. Well, us. We're happy to clarify anything. I know it is so. When you see the uncertainty, to know that is your tax dollars at risk. So.
Yeah. But good job, excellent job. Thanks again.
All right, no problem. Take care. So have a good night and good night, everyone.
All right, thank you. Yeah. All right. So that clears that up. Yeah.
So Junior, let me just say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Kevin Blash is a son of the soil, right? He's the Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Infrastructure, and it is someone that we should be proud of when our young people can take up those kind of roles and really, know what they're about. And I really want to commend him for that. He's one who gets the job done. He listens. He's very humble, and I'm really pleased to work with someone like Kevin Blash. Now, the Prime Minister could have gone out and got someone from another country, right? But he chose to get someone that is Grenadian and someone that is young, right? So I really want to applaud him for that, both the Prime Minister and Kevin Blash, and we are trying to support him as much as possible. So, Mr. Kevin Blash, thank you very much again. I asked him to come on to the program, Junior, when because we promised the people to come on tonight, and immediately he said no problem. So I'm really proud of him for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, great,
Yeah.
great. Okay, good. So we got that out of the way. I want to go back into second gear because you were speaking about. I don't know. You
let me just
add something else. Go ahead.
Yeah. So before we go back to Build Back Better, right?
Yeah.
Let me just give some updates on Carriacou.
Yes.
And PD Martinique. The hospital is about 99% complete. The police station, based on the damages that it got, is over 99% complete also. We have work ongoing on the Topple Senior Home. That's a home for the aged and so junior.
And that's
the elderly.
That's the hospital here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's 99% complete. Also the police station. And we have ongoing works on the Topple Senior Home in Carriacou. We also, Bishop College, Hillsborough Secondary School, primary and pre-primary. Again, work is almost complete on those buildings. You have the Harveyville Government Building. Tremendous work was done on it, and it's near completion. And when we say government building, I like to say the people's building, right? We have distribution of materials for people with level 1 and level 2 damage. All that is being done in Carriacou. So, yes, the Minister, Tevan Andrew, is working really hard. We must give thanks to the Guyana Defense Force, because they are also working hard. The Hillsborough School, secondary school, they are occupying it because that's where they have their quarters. And that is the only reason why the school is not open as yet, because they're occupying it as their quarters so that they can have accommodation in order to do the work in Carriacou and PD Martinique. And the Republic of Guyana, we thank Guyana for all, the help and the assistance that they have given to us. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And that's when you know who your true friends are, when people will come and help you in a time of a disaster. And Guyana is indeed a true friend of ours. So I just want to report some of the things that are happening in Carriacou and PD Martinique. The garbage, we continue to remove garbage from Carriacou and PD Martinique. We have a boat removing it from PD Martinique, and we have a badge removing it from Carriacou. And it is removed by Grenada Solid Waste Authority. And what happens is that we bring it to the site where the baler, I'm talking about the galvanized now, it will compact the galvanized. And I'm proud to say, Junior and Grenada, that we have found a company who is willing to buy the galvanized. And our first shipment should be short, soon, very soon. We should have our first shipment. So now we will be getting funds for the waste and so all the garbage in terms of metals and galvanized. Again, we have a diving crew who continues to dive to remove metals from the beaches, like nails and all other things, to remove galvanized from the water. And that's in order to make it more safe. As you know, if the water remains, if the galvanized remains in the water, it can be dangerous. And these guys, I tell you, Junior, I'll share the photos with you. All day, all night, they will be there diving, collecting. And when you see the amount of galvanized in the sea, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So I commend them for that. So we are doing our best to restore things in Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. In St. Patrick's, we have 2 modelers being built in St. Patrick's. We are going to have the launch of Project Build Back Better, and we chose to have it in St. Patrick's. We are going to have it next Tuesday. We are going to have the launch. And in the launch, we're going to be bringing it on YouTube. We're going to be going live with a number of networks because we want everyone to know about Project Build Back Better. And also, we want to really debunk some of the rumors that have been spread by the previous administration. And I'm going to say it straight, not going to hide about that. Yes. So, because we want people to know about this, and also we want the financial institution.
All right, we lost the video there.
We want the.
Are you there? Yeah.
Okay, you have me now? Yeah.
Yeah, back.
Right. So we want the financial institutions. We want the hardware stores. We want every individual to know about this, because it's not just about building back, but it's also about providing employment for everyone. And again, Junior and Grenada, we could have gone the way of going prefab, where we could have built much faster if we went prefab. But it means that money will be going outside to purchase all the prefabs. So your local stores like the Hubbards, the Ramdani, all these stores will not labor from outside to really put up all those prefab. And so because we don't, most of us here don't know how to do it.
Yeah. All right.
And are you hearing me, Junior? Right, good.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Right. Lovely, right. So by using the method that we have used in terms of the cement, the board, the gravel, the sand, and with the ordinary mason and so could get employment, it means that we are doing a lot of things here. We are building back in a more resilient manner, number one. We are building back, and the money that we are using to build back is going to the pockets of the ordinary Grenadians. Number two, it means that the firms, the suppliers, the hardware stores, they are benefiting from this. It means that their employees will benefit from this also. Christmas is coming up, they might get a little bonus, right? It means that the people now can feel more satisfied, that they have a place that they can call a home and not be scared, not give it something flimsy. So every time you have a hurricane, they have to be wondering, where they stand. So, and again, the sacrifice for this is taking a little longer. And I said it last week and I'll say it again. Give me 6 hours to cut a tree, I will take 4 hours to plan. Because I know when it's time to execute, the execution will be effective. And that is the way that we plan on doing things. And Julia, let me just say this. I understand that people who hold us, this government, to higher standards than any other. And we know that. So whereas others can make mistakes, we can make mistakes. And that is why, Junior, we rather to take our time to do things properly. You will see the Prime Minister, through the Ministry of Infrastructure, doing over the Cliff Road. When the Cliff Road was identified before we came into office, there was no sidewalks. There was no talks of sidewalks to be added. There's no talks of widening the road. We're just going back and pave the same road. That is not building a road for the future. So what the Prime Minister did, he went back to the drawing board and include sidewalks and increase the size of the road so that we can have a road for the future. If you were to traverse the Granatang Road, you will see us widening the Granatang Road now.
Yes.
First time in years that anyone ever thought of widening the Granatang Road. And we are doing just that. Because sometimes when you pass on the Granatang Road, you have to stop for someone to pass and all these things. And the road is a dangerous road.
Yes.
So the Prime Minister thought that it was necessary to really construct or add to the development of the Granatang Road. Again, let's look at the SG Road. The SG Road, yes, SU is bringing in more than 25% of our GDP. And SU was being treated as a stepchild. It's only now that we are seeing works being done on the SU Road. In my constituency, we are touching roads that were not touched in years. There's a place called Circular Drive. The last time that road was done was in the 1980s. Right? When you traverse this road now, it's wide and it's a proper road. Right? The old airport road. Right now we are resurfacing the old airport road. That's in my constituency I'm speaking about. Okay? So we are doing roads that was not touched in years. And not just doing the road, but we are doing the roads with a purpose, because we are going to start a road called a Guankai Road shortly. And that road can be used as a serious bypass road from the airport to Montrouge and not having to pass by the sugar mill area and so to really add to the traffic congestion. We are in the process of, we started some roads in Gulf Coast already that you can use as a bypass road. During the carnival time, people said, Andy, when the traffic was tight, I passed through there and it was much easier. We have some more work to do on it, but I'm saying this is the things that we have to be, we are working on. So that when we touch certain roads, we are improving the transport network in the country. And we are up to the task. We know that some may not like it, but that is what we were elected to do, to work and not just to do things the same old way. Right? And I think if we continue to do things the same old way, I think that folks will be disappointed in us. So sometimes we may take a little longer, but I keep on saying it's better to take a little longer and you get something proper, something that will last centuries. This is the way that we have to go, and this is the way that we have to propel Grenada forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. On the question of the Build Back Better houses, right? Say if I have a piece of land and I want to get a project done, get a house built on that particular land, how do I go about it? Because I think that's very important, especially to a lot of people in the diaspora right now.
Right.
How about doing that?
So let me just make this point, because I want no one to come and misquote what we say.
Right.
If you are not affected by burial, okay, let me repeat it again. Let me repeat it again. Someone call the previous administration and let them hear it proper before they try to mislead people again. If you are not affected by burial and you want to purchase a house, we are talking with the Housing Authority of Grenada now, who we want to put a structure in place to enable that. By the launch next week, Tuesday, we will be able to tell you more about it. So that's why it is important for us to log on to the launch.
Right.
But also on a bigger scheme of things, I would love to see a Grenada where, you're past junior and you see all kind of boroughs, all kind of any old thing, I would love to see a Grenada where we can change the concept of boroughs, where we can make it stronger, more resilient. And that is why Project Build Back Better was really introduced. So that, and let me just explain this. It was an idea from me. I was on the airport in Caracou, thought about it. And we brought architects, engineers who designed it. So it's not just a project that just come off the ground just so that, or just, just idea pop up, boom. No. The architects, the engineers, they took their time and they designed it.
Mm-hmm.
And they put in a lot of safety measures in that house. When physical planning came today and they saw it, they were impressed with the structure of the house and everything that came with the house. And they were impressed by it. Because I was not the one who did the drawings. We had professional people doing the drawings and putting in all the safety measures.
Yeah.
It's not some places where not screw but your board, sorry, not nail but your screw, with the roof, with the bracing on top of the roof, everything. Right? Thought was put into this. And in addition to the structure of the house, we are going to add something like the rainwater harvesting. Because when you go to Carriacou, people in Carriacou build with a system and they build with the capacity to hold water. So in case they have no water, you have water storage in the tanks.
Yes.
So we are also putting that in the house. But even if you use your rainwater properly, it can reduce on your water bill at the end of the day. And on the roof, we're going to have some clear galvanized that will bring the natural light in. You can decrease on your energy bill. We are going to wire the house for you. We are going to put plumbing in the house for you. Guys, previously, before we came into office, the house was not painted. There was no electrical done. There was no plumbing done. There was no rainwater harvesting done. So what we are doing is equipping our people with a proper structure. And when they enter, all you have to do is just bring in the furniture and enjoy a lovely home. Right? So we are treating our people with dignity and respect. That is what we are doing. We are valuing our people. Yes, it will cost more. It will cost more, but we are going to bear the cost at the end of the day.
Right.
And the fact, go ahead.
Josh, Sally Ann McDonald is asking, what about someone that not working for much, but start building, but need assistance from the government?
So we have a building assistance program that provides assistance now. Right. So let me just tell you. So we have a regular building assistance program so that you can go to your MP office and ask for assistance for materials. And let me just be frank, the only challenge we have is that 90% of people that come to our office come for materials. So when you have a large influx, things may happen a lot slower than you want to.
Right.
But we have a building assistance program that we have to assist people who are building.
No, but I'm talking about someone that want one of those houses, but they're not working for much. They was not affected, but they want one of the houses. They don't need they don't need material. They want a house. That's what they want. Right.
So this house will be free for people who are affected by burial.
Yes.
So let's just get that straight. If you're not affected by burial and you want one of those houses, that's why we are talking to the Authority of Grenada now, who can provide an avenue for you to get one.
Okay.
And that's if you are not affected by burial.
Right.
Let me just make that clear so that no one do not take our conversation out of context.
Yes. Right. So it may mean that you will have to pay a little something, even if it's $500-600 on a mortgage. It's much less than rent.
So when I did a calculation, someone who's 30 years old and they're looking to get one of these houses, interest rate 6% interest rate, and you can get a much lower interest rate than that today. But let's say 6% interest rate. The repayment will be approximately $450 for the repayment.
Right.
Right. If the person is 40 years old, the repayment will be approximately $500 a month.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, if you compare that to renting, it is much cheaper than renting. And also, not just cheaper than renting, but at the end of the day, it is yours. It belongs to you, right? So that is the beauty of it. If you're renting, you just rent. You continue to rent, and when you continue to rent, it's not yours, right? When you have this Build Back Better project, basically you are paying for something that you can earn at the end of the day. So when you reach 60, 50 years, you can have something that you can call your own. And Junior, let me just say this. When we are building this house, right? And you're getting it at a rate. And I can tell you, if you value that, afterwards, you will be surprised as to how much you can get for that property, much more than how much you will pay for it. And when we do that, we are helping to give our people equity. Equity. And for those who do not know what equity is, equity means the amount that your property is valued for less the amount that you paid. So if you have a property that it is valued for $150,000, but you paid $100,000, then you have equity of $50,000.
Yes.
And with equity, you can use that to build your asset base. You can use that to acquire wealth. And that is how people in the developed countries, sometimes you see people and they have a lot of wealth. And that is one of the ways that they use to acquire wealth going forward. So we have to stop using our people politically and having them at a certain level just to mama guide them, and start building our people. Because when we build our people, we are building our country. And I keep on saying, you look at the USA, the China, and everyone who is developed. And the only way that this country move from one stage to the other is by uplifting their people.
Yeah.
Tell me one country who have not lifted their people up that is classed as a developed country today. Right? So we have to really, Junior and Grenada, listen, I did not get into politics to fool people and to keep people on a certain level. I got into politics to help people and to be frank with people. And I will forever do that. And, we have to stop glorifying the people that give you a little drip of water today, have you coming back to them tomorrow, and start glorifying the people that are looking out for you and that want to build a better future for you and your family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come to the phone line because we got someone I want to put you in the hot seat. We got a caller on the line. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from?
My good night to you and I guess Williams. Form centers. And I'm very happy to have heard Honorable Williams speak in terms of the infrastructural development and that of roads specifically. Happy to see that there are a lot of road work that is happening, and I must commend the government for that. But besides that, with the roads being done, what about the road markings and the hump markings and so? This has created a serious problem for our road users, and not only those who are local, but also visitors who are doing rentals and so, and need to drive around the city, and so having some difficulties in navigating our narrow roads in terms of the markings and where humps and signs are. I've made a request to meet with Mr. Williams in this regard. As a company looking to provide such service on the 28th of June, I made a request to his office. And today, having sent two other notifications on the 15th and 28th, I'm still waiting and the 29th of August, I'm still waiting up today to hear from Mr. Williams in this regard. And I have gotten no response. So I think it's very paramount that besides the roads are being made wider and so, but the markings has been a big problem. And I personally will have had the experience of going over a hump, I think it was in the Woodlands area, just by the by the Claxcoat factory there, with the rum factory, and having to be, airborne for a while, you understand me, having to miss the hump because it was totally unpainted. So we need to put this in place also too. So roads is great, but having the markings and knowing that we can navigate to our roads properly is important, not just for locals, but for visitors alike. And I would like Mr. Williams to address this and to please, if he can afford me that meeting with him, to have something, discussion along that line. I mean, most appreciative. Thank you so much.
All right, caller. So I'll make sure that Mr. William gets your number.
So Junior, let me just say this, right? Junior,
on the live. Thank you, caller.
Sorry?
Yeah,
right. So Junior, let me just say this. Listen, Junior, I have requests from Sotes to my Bishop Harry for people to meet with me.
Right.
I try. Right? I try. So
Yeah.
caller, I apologize for not meeting with you, but is the amount of requests. Trust me, I really tried. What you can do, you can call 423-0797. That's my secretary, and you can make an appointment with her. I will call her and ask her to look out for your call, and I'll try to meet with you. But let me just say this: that my ministry, we reached out to the RGPF last week, and we are in the process of putting our plan together to start painting the hump throughout the island. Last week they did some markings. They refreshed some of the markings, but we are offering our help to the RGPF also so that more hands on deck is better, because we understand just what the caller spoke about with the humps and so it needs addressing.
Yeah,
and
I shared this number with you. I shared the number with you in your inbox.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So caller, I will reach out to you. I'll let my secretary reach out to you, and I will organize a meeting for us. And I apologize. For not seeing, but just please understand, it's a lot of requests to see, and I really try my best, in the process. So I definitely will reach out to you, and we definitely will have a conversation.
Absolutely. That's very notable. 718-701-5720, guys. We got about 5 more minutes, but we're taking your call. Putting your MP on the hot seat. It's important that we put the MPs and we basically hold their foot to the fire. So if Minister Andy is saying something that you're not seeing, you have a right to call, right? So we open the phone and I give you that opportunity. I like what is being done in Carriacou. I like the development that's happening in Carriacou and the speed to which it is being done in Carriacou, as far as with the people's building, the hospitals, the government offices, those places. It happened so quickly, because I went to Carriacou and I felt so depressed after seeing the place a little while after, and now seeing the hospital and the picture of the hospital, it's gratifying, to say the least. It looks as, there you go. Yeah. All right, again, guys, we open up the phone lines, and when we come back, we'll take your call. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Don't move. We'll be right back.
Business or event to the next level? Advertise on Ridealong Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ridealong Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
Before we go back to Minister Andy, I just want to give you guys a quick update on a new service that is very much needed here from a lot of people who requested this. But anyway, a lot of you guys may not know what this is, right? Because you guys are young kids. You guys are young. A lot of you guys don't even know what this is. This is a VHS tape, guys. So we got so many requests from people who have VHS tape, and they got stuck in the VHS tape technology, and they were never able to transfer what they have on the VHS tape onto digital. Like they want to put it on a flash drive, like this, right? Like this. So we have invested in some new technology inside the Rider Studio here. If you have this, you may have your wedding on one of these. You may have your important whatever back in that particular. Transfer it over to this. Or you want to transfer it over to a live stream, your wedding, so your family could watch, give us a call. We'll tell you more about how we could do that. It's very important, because some people got stuck in that analog age. So we're providing that service right now. Convert your VHS or DVD to flash drive or data. You can give us a call for more information on that. It's very important and it's helpful. All right? Good. And we are back, and we got a caller on the line, same time. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Sherry,
For some reason, okay, let me put you back. All right, go speakerphone. Yes. Hello, caller.
I want to find out if citizens could help paint the homes or they have to get guidelines from RGPF. This is a special paint, if it's a special paint.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you want to help, but don't know if you have to go through, the channel, or if citizens could help paint the home. That's my question.
All right, so listen to the answer on the live. Thank you so much for your question. Yeah. Could citizen paint the house, Minister? Oh, let me unmute you, sorry. Go
Sometimes for every adversity, there's an opportunity. And I love the way that this competition is going. I love the question, because I think as mobilization, it is our responsibility to mobilize all resources. So what I will do, I will have a conversation with the RGPF, and let's see if we can put a program together so the RGPF can work with the citizens of the country to paint the homes. In that way, that is a way, again, of really bringing together the RGPF and citizens to have a better relationship going forward.
Absolutely.
So definitely, it's a good suggestion, and I will work on it ASAP.
All
and
right.
as mobilization, that is one of the reasons why we have a mobilization ministry. So yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's take this next call. Caller live. Where are you calling us from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. Go right ahead.
Pleasant good night to everyone. I just have a comment or maybe a question. Since the government is trying to assist all the people that was, affected by the hurricane, why can't they do a community drive to paint the humps?
To paint the speed bumps?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can they do a community drive?
Okay.
Do you think it's viable?
All right. Okay. Listen for the respond on the live. All right. Thank you, caller. Yeah, Minister.
Okay. So yes, I think it's viable, but it has to be a collaboration between the community and the RGPF, because you also need professionals when you have to draw the lines. So right. So yes, I think it's doable, and I will act on it. I promise you that I will.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Back to the phone lines one more time. Caller live. Where are you calling us from?
Good afternoon. Calling from Grandlands Valley.
Grandlands Valley, go right ahead.
Mr. Minister, Telfa.
Hi. Hey, Telfa.
What's about the road in Mount Zion?
Okay, so
right.
So let me tell you about the road in Mount Zion.
Hold on a second. He can't hear you.
Okay.
So Telfa, listen to the response on the live, okay? We'll tell you about the road in Mount Zion. Thank you so much. Yeah, for some reason the call going through the system, it not sounding right, so I had to take it on speakerphone, so that way he can't hear you. So yes, the road in Mount Zion, he said.
Right. So the road in Mount Zion is not a simple issue. Number one, Telfa and I and the community, we went up there. We thought the boundaries for the road was one place. Then we realized that it was not there. It was on the next side of the road, basically, right? So right now we are at a stage where we have to get a Ministry of Agriculture to mark out the road. That's why, because you don't want to just go and put a road and it might end up in people's land.
Right, I see.
So we were dealing with the matter before Beryl. Beryl came and it kind of stalled us a bit. But it's a case where we have to get the Ministry of Agriculture to come in and mark the road. We already have, as Telfa know, we already have someone in place to mark the road out, because it's soil, so you have to go and grade it out. And after grading, then you have to go and do the necessary to get the road done. But there's something that we got delayed by after Beryl. But I've not forgotten you. It's just that we have to put some more parties in place and get some more mobilizing done so that we can reach to the point where we can actually do the road. If it was a simple road, that would have been done already. Right? Let me just say that. If it was just simple, you just go and just pave the road, that would have been done already. So it's a little ticklish. It's more than just than what is seen on the normalized. So, but I am committed to doing the road. And Telfa, I'm going to give you a commitment to start that road before the ending of the year. So we're going to try our best to solve all the bottlenecks. And we're going to start before the ending of the year. So just give me a little time, Telfa, and I will surely do my best to ensure that you have a road in Mount Zion, right? And I know you all have been clamoring for a road for years, more than maybe 15, 20 years. But with me on board, I promise you I will get it done.
Right. Okay. Good response there. I guess Telfa is clear on it. If not, Telfa, I fixed the phone line so you could call back. Again, 718-701-5720. You're holding your MP feet to the fire, guys. We're holding your MP feet to the fire. And here's what I don't want, right? I don't want after the program, you guys going and write up thing on social media about how you wanted to ask this and you want to ask that and why this and that. If you have a question, this is your opportunity to ask your question. Because a lot of people, they miss this opportunity, you know, and then they go and then they make memes and they create all kind of snippet and put it out there. And it's like, why? You have an opportunity now to ask your question. We are giving you an opportunity. We are not, I mean, anyone could call. Anyone could call. And the minister is affording his time here. We got another call. The minister is affording his time, so you could call. Although the time might be running out, but you have the opportunity to call. Let's go back to the phone. Let's call you live. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
This is the caller from Brooklyn again. So I just have a thought. I just want to throw it out. Do you think in the future that they're going to have waterways between the parishes, like a ferry? Is it possible?
Waterways?
Hold on, I'm not hearing properly.
Yeah.
Are you not hearing her?
I'm not hearing properly.
I wasn't hearing him.
Okay, hold on. Let me put you back on
speaker. Oh, you just dip forward.
On speaker again. Caller, go ask your question again.
Yeah, do you think in the future that they're going to have waterways between the parishes? Like maybe a ferry?
Oh, Minister, are you here?
Yeah, better now. You're saying a waterway between the parishes, like ferry?
Yeah.
When you say within the parishes, I don't understand the question.
You mean caller like a water taxi to get from one parish to the next?
Yes, like a ferry, you know. So it's like right now we only have the buses and the cabs.
Okay.
Well,
yes.
Okay. So here my response to this, huh?
Didn't you know why it's a ferry?
Yeah. We know. Yeah, he's gonna respond now. So listen to his response live.
So my response to this is that this may well be an opportunity for the private sector.
Private sector, yeah.
Yeah, it could well be an opportunity, and if it makes sense and it's profitable, I would say why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would be for it. You know, I mean, right?
And the thing
but
a lot of people think that government's supposed to run everything or do everything. I think this is an opportunity if someone see a profitable venture, they could take on that responsibility to do that. And that's pretty cool.
But you know, let me add this, because I know that on the Granite Beach, there are some guys who provide a service the same with a taxi that can transport you from the Granite Beach to the Carnage.
Yes.
You know, so that is something that again we can build on, have it done more professionally and everything, right? Put more structure in place. And that again can ease up the traffic congestion. So again, caller, no idea is a bad idea. I think it may actually be a good idea and something that we can look into. But I would love to see the private sector grab it and really expound on it going forward.
Absolutely. Got another caller. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Hey, Julia, calling from England.
England, go right ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Williams, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I know that voice.
Yeah, you must know that voice. I just wanted to find out on the situation with the land slippage on below Coffee Bow Hill.
Right, below Coffee Bow Hill.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Right.
Yeah, the land slippage above the cattle.
Julia.
Yes. Yeah.
The audio I can't hear properly, but I heard land slippage. So
yes.
I respond to it, right? If you hear me.
Coffee Bow Hill.
It's something that I've not looked much into, but I will look into it, right? I'm not one to give you stories and all this thing, right? I'll be straight with you. I've not looked into it much, but Vashel, I'll look into it.
All right. Okay. Caller live. You were calling for the program.
Yeah. Calling
Okay.
for the program.
Okay.
So, died Mr. Andy Williams, honorable member. So my question is, so I was just looking at situation where aliens who are in jail right now, and they have the children, pregnant women, families to take care of. So like we was thinking about the agriculture industry. In the agriculture industry, the young girls like saying the young doesn't want to be involved, right? So that have people, these young men and young women in prison who could make some money, even service $60 to $70 just for doing the farming and create a paved way to the agriculture industry. Because right now food security is a serious problem. And then the next thing to bring to your attention, right? Farmers are given roads. And trust me, they are actually registered farmers a bit higher up that actually doesn't have access to road, and that is making it very difficult. So the road situation in the farming industry is a critical problem, and as the rain is falling and there's a lot of stuff, sometimes they want to bring up sand, gravel, so etc. It's kind of difficult to make elevations and all of these progress in the farming industry. Like if it's possible that we can finish this conversation, because I don't want to take up too much time.
Yes.
Could I always ask the owner for the number I could contact me if ever.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you so much.
Yes, caller, I'll reach out to you. Promise you that.
All right. Good. Yeah, guys, again, we're going to reach out to you one last time to make a call. We're going to take just about 2 more calls. We're already over time and taking a lot of the minister's time.
I have a meeting I have a 7 o'clock meeting, but I'm giving you my time.
Oh, Lord, I must. You see that? Okay, so if you get a call in next minute, we're going to take it. If not, we're going to have to wrap up right along the live. Again, if you don't get a chance to ask this week, we're going to have another instant to do that again next week. You could pose your question. You could text me the question. I'll make sure that the minister have the question, and he will respond. I'll make sure he respond. I'm going to call him every minute and say, did you respond to my caller? Because I look out for Ridealong. I look out for the people, riders. All right? So we don't have a call. So let's get a quick final closing words from you, Minister. Final closing words.
So Junior, let me just say this, right? What we saw in this program tonight is called democracy. It is called democracy. And I want to thank everyone for calling, thank everyone for engaging. And this is the only way we can really move our country forward.
Hold on. Hold on. I got a final call. Caller, hello? Hello? Oh, the person hung up. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so Junior, so this is the only way we can move our country forward. And it is your responsibility to hold me accountable, right? And because that is why I was elected to serve you, the people. As the late Moy Bishop said, that government is supposed to be of the people, for the people, and by the people. So basically, government is the people. So what we see tonight is democracy, and I would love to continue that. I would love for you to hold me accountable. For example, like Telfa, who called and asked about his road, because we were dealing with it before Beryl, and there was a kind of breakdown, right? And that is his right to say, Andy, hey, what's going on with my road? And so he's keeping me in line. And Telfa, thank you for that. But also the other callers who talk about the community engagement and all these things. This is what we need. It's too long. We think that the government and the politics has to be about someone high up in a chair and you at the bottom. Listen, we are in this together. No one is better than the other, right? I cannot do without you at the end of the day because you are the one that I have to depend on to do what I have to do. So I just want to tell everyone that, in moving forward, let's not fall victim to the people who continue to be on shows every day trying to separate us. We are stronger together. We are stronger when we unite and when we come together as one. We are weaker when we let the political divide consume us and when you have neighbor talking to neighbor and who you talking to who, that is not building a better Grenada. And also, shame on those who continue to mislead the people for political gain. And that is why, Junior, last week, I was really eager to come on this week because we need to start clearing up the air. Stop staying quiet. Let those people who does not mean well for Grenada continue to expatiate, right, their vocabulary according to school children. So I will. So you can rest assured that I will be on this program. I spoke to Minister David Andrew this afternoon, and he promised to be on the program next week.
Absolutely.
Right. And other ministers, Tevin Andrews, and so they will come onto the program and they will share. And Junior, I want to give an invitation, not you, me, to members of the opposition to come on also, because as an opposition, you have to keep us in line.
Yes.
It is not supposed to be about I fighting against you, but keep me in line to ensure that the people benefit. This is what is politics, Adrian. Right? And back in the days, you see the late Moy Bishop and he meeting with his people, even Gary, meeting with his people too. This is what we have to continue. So I will forever be committed to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Pidipmatic. Wherever I'm needed, I will be there. As you know that politics is about service, and I am open to serving my country to the best of my ability. And also, I want to just say before I leave, a special thank you to the Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell. And I always say that this man, is beyond his years, Junior, is wise beyond his years. And it's a pleasure serving with him. And it's a pleasure being part of his cabinet. And it's a pleasure being able to serve alongside someone who is such knowledgeable, has so much wisdom, and still has a good heart. So thank you, Junior, for inviting me here tonight. Thank you to everyone who contributed and everyone who's listening. Have a blessed night. And so
yeah,
I think I talked enough. Yeah, I talked enough.
You did.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got caller. You have about 30 seconds.
Yes, in the context, good afternoon to you, I guess. In the context of change, implementation, transformation, I would like to ask the minister, why is it that it's taken 4 months and 5 months for a contractor to mobilize to get a project started, specifically the Bonnet Bridge? And when that is done, it's the rainy season. It provides an opportunity for additional charges, additional costs for the government when the contractor does work. And it's eroded. Why, in the context of change and transformation and implementation, it takes 4 months? Contractors
Right.
taking 4 months to start a project.
Good. And Junior?
Look into that.
Right. Okay, caller, hear the response real quick.
Excellent point. Excellent point. And caller, I agree with you. And we have to get to the stage where we have to be more focused on delivery. Right? I'm someone who like to move. Sometimes I get criticized for it. But I like to move. And something that can happen now, let's do it now and get it over. But caller, good point. There's a lot of things more behind the scene that, sometimes we battle with contractors about. But as a nation, we have to get to that stage where contractors move in a faster manner so that the people can benefit at the end of the day. So caller, I agree with you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, caller. We got to wrap. Minister, you got to make your way down to your 7 o'clock meeting. That's already 7:42. We're looking forward to speaking with Honorable David Andrew next week on holding them accountable. Thank you.
One request, Junior, one request. Last week I end with a song. This week let's go Blanco, my man.
No, we can't do that. Where the tune? Where the tune? All right, let me play the words. Let me play the words. I want you to learn the words. I want everybody to learn the words. Learn the words. Ride along song.
Ride along live, worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island,
Yeah.
All right. So good night.
Big up yourself, Minister.
All right. Good night, everyone. What a pleasure being here.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Excellent.
Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the vibe. Global love taking flight. Every ride is sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright.
Yeah.
Tune in,
yo.
Light, global love taking flight. Every ride is sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing.
Guys!
From island to island strong with the host.
Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this, guys. Quickly. I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to be giving away some. Here's what I'm going to be doing. Seriously. So for the person who download this track and do the best rendition of this track with the words and everything, I'll give you $100. So get the track, record yourself singing the song, dancing and everything, and send it to me on WhatsApp. And the person who wins, okay, I'll give you $100. $100. Yeah? So get the track. The track is out on the page, yeah? Get the song and record yourself, I give you $100. The winner. Alright? Good luck. Guys, if you're looking for a car rental in Grenada, yeah, car rental in Grenada, you gotta check out. Yeah, we are rental car now, guys. We got rental car service in Grenada. You want to call 422-1011. That's 422-1011. That's right, rent a car on the island of Grenada.
To rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Yeah. So don't forget, guys, if you're looking for a car rental, you got to check out Ride Car Rental. 422-473-422-1011. Fleet of cars. Yeah. Oh, I was telling you earlier, guys, for those of you who got stuck in the 90s, right? So you have this tape, VHS tape. All right, some of you guys have your wedding on these. Remember this big tape? You had to push it in this big, like, VCR? But you can't find it no more, but you still have your tape. All you're doing, you're looking at the VHS like this. You can't do nothing with it. So we just were starting to provide a service in our production studio here, where you could now convert your VHS to your flash drive. You see how technology changed? All of this big thing now, it's on this. Look, that's what it's on. Almost microscopic. Almost microscopic. So if you want this service, you can call us at 718-701. I'll put it in the chat. 5720. Yeah, it's the number right there. Look at this. This is how big this thing was. And some of you have it on a DVD as well, huh? So we transfer from DVD onto flash drive. We could even put it on on a data, like on the cloud. So you could download it from the cloud. Or you could live stream it for your family. A lot of options, guys. Call 718-701-5720. Make sure you get it. All right, guys, let's talk about the car rental. Now, we talked about the car rental already. Look what's coming. Ride the waves. Yeah. Yeah, listen. This launching sooner. Bring your family out and just ride a wave. Paddle on the sea. Yeah, you like riding the e-bike? Think about it as an e-bike on the water. E-bike on the water jet. Alright? More information on that coming soon. We're starting soon. Ride the waves. Ride the waves. Ride the waves.
Energy high, heart so bright.
Yeah. What else do we have? T-shirt printing. Do you need t-shirt printed? You need a t-shirt printed? You got to check out Instaprint Grenada. Instaprint Grenada. Give them a call. 473-422-1011. You get 1 shirt to 100 shirts, 1,000 shirts. Call Instaprint. 473-422-1011. Instaprint Grenada. Oh, you have a DVC? Yeah, we could convert DVC as well. Mitchell, give me a call. We could convert the DVC as well. Okay. Stuck in the 90s. Also DVDs, eh? DVDs. They don't have a DVD player anymore. Put it on a cloud. Yeah. We'll be right back.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Yeah. Are you looking to a e-bike rental? Looking to rent an e-bike? For the month of September, guys, we have cut our rates. Now you can get e-bike for as low as $50 for the entire day. Yeah, for the entire day. What? Yeah, for the month of September, we reduce our rates, half price. Get it now. Walk into the Esplanade Mall and ask for the new rate special. E-bike rental for those $50 for the entire day. Check them out inside the Esplanade Mall. It's Ride e-bike. Aye, talking about ride, jump on a plane and ride. Head down to Grenada. JetBlue is offering convenient, fast service, non-stop flight from Grenada, from JFK to Grenada, Grenada to JFK, and Boston. Yes, fly JetBlue right now. Go to jetblue.com. Book your flight. JetBlue. Yeah. Hear the brass? Remember, guys, I want to give you guys some moolah. So if you could sing and ting and you feel you could win, I want you to download the song and record yourself singing this song.
Shine, long life, worldwide.
Record yourself singing the song.
Provide amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed.
Ride
Every
along,
show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the hosts we belong.
So we're getting ready for the debate later, right? We might bring it live on Ride Along Live, all right? We might bring it live, so check back for that. Guys, if you want to advertise, you want to advertise, put your ads here so millions of people could see it.
Global love, take
You want to do that?
every ride, share the
You want to do that? Put your ads right here on Ride Along Live. If you have a business and you want to advertise, this is how you do it.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
Yeah. All right, guys, so I'm going to get ready for the debates. What time is the debate start? 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock? I'll check it out. All right, guys, so... Oh, I got to tell you about this, guys. Hold on. That's what CNA is. CNA is, hold on. I want to tell you about this job opportunity. Hold on. Service at allpro ny.com. I want to give you that information. I'll paste it on the page. But it's job for CNAs, right, in New York City area here. I'll paste the information on the page so you guys could check it out. Catch you guys tomorrow. It's been another edition of Ride Along Live. Don't forget, support the businesses that support us right here on Ride Along Live. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, hearts.
Ride Along Live.
Ride along live if you please, bringing hope.